and they said it couldn't be done. Small pressers making crowdfunded comics. Third issue of Dex Corrigan, done by some fantastic small press creators. Let's take a look. Hey everybody, it is Tom, it is FANzine Live, and we are doing the crowd-funded zine discussion today, and we are doing a really fun one. This is Dex Corrigan, book 3, if you can read it real small there. It's The Rise and Fall by Dan Phillips, Jason DeGroot, and Mark Haynes. Not as familiar with Dan. Jason and Mark are pretty frequent how would you say, contributors or participants in the Small Press Heroes group on Facebook. They also are small press publishers in their own right. And Dex Corrigan, while I talk about small press, really is a crowdfunded book. And the neat thing I love about this is that the three folks here decided to get together and do crowdfunding. And I'm really excited to see what they've got. So let's dive in. First off, I noticed the homage, if you will, to The Dark Knight Returns with the cover. The Dex Corrigan character, they say in the back, somebody says it best. Dex is Flash Gordon. He's Dex Dexter, Steve Zodiac, heck, Dudley Do-Right. He's every noble, selfless leader that takes ownership of humankind's safety and endeavors to protect all from peril. So I see a lot of Flash Gordon in him. But he has a lot of the classic character tropes. He has the girlfriend. He has the sidekick. He has the noble pursuit, the selfless behavior and the like. And in this zine, we're now into the third issue, so I've got to kind of get you up to speed real fast. He has lost his girlfriend somewhere. I think he thinks his girlfriend is dead, but I'm not entirely certain. His sidekick actually has, I believe, gone bad on him. And so we open this up, and speaking of The Dark Knight Returns, we get a page that looks awful close in style to the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns TV montages. But it quickly goes cosmic. And I do note, if you look down here at the bottom, and I'll bring that guy up close, that sure looks like one of the mutants from Dark Knight Returns. So I saw that and I was pretty impressed. They're throwing in their nice little homages, excuse me. So Dex jumps out of his spaceship, lands on this planet, and finds Tommy, who's his old sidekick, who clearly has gone bad. He's got spikes and he's got his babe and all that type of stuff. And now he's a gang leader. And he calls his mutants, and remember, the mutants were from Dark Knight Returns as well. And so he has them fighting Dex. And even at one point, I think I remember seeing something about slice and dice. Yeah, slice and dice. That's a line from Dark Knight Returns. So Dex has to fight the bad guy so that he can get to Tommy. But of course, who jumps in the way? But Sally, his old girlfriend, who's back, and Dex can't believe she's alive. Kind of fun, slightly bloody, but very fun action sequence. Little Kirby crackle. A lot of homages going on in this stuff. So they have their get together. And we kind of keep rolling along, and they start saying that he's got this thing about the anathema that he's got to go take care of. But Tommy shoots Sally. Monster, you've killed her. So he's really upset. And so the two of them start fighting again. And this time Dex is kind of flipped out. You can see that Tommy has lost his arm, or at least his hand, and they start really going at it hard with each other. But then looks like the anathema has brought them, transported them, I guess, up to the whatever spaceship or world. And then you go cosmic. And while I will admit that I see some Micronauts style characters up here in this cosmic realm, I also see a heck of a lot of Kirby homages going on in there. And so you've got all these monsters now that Tommy and Dex have to deal with. But Tommy apparently flew too close to the sun, thought that he was a little stronger than he was in the minds of these anathema creatures, and Tommy gets smoked. And we are we even halfway through the book? We are barely halfway through the book. So this is a fast ending. And then Dex has a very cosmic conversation with the anathema character. And I'm not going to give too much away, but things get really cosmic, really big picture, and then we get back to the birth of all. So, wow, a lot to talk about here. My feeling is this story probably was about 2 or 3 comics condensed into one. That mutant stuff could have been its own story easily. Maybe even 2. The stuff with the Tommy and Dex versus the anathema, that could have been its own story. And then this stuff in the back, I mean, this is just really high-minded, high-theory type stuff. It's really out there. But gosh, it sets the stage so that Dex Corrigan can go and do pretty much anything that these 3 folks want to see done. It's a gorgeous book. It's full-size comic, saddle stitch, cardstock cover, full color interiors, glossy everywhere. Very nice looking book. Really impressed with these guys. They did a good job. People say that small press creators don't have, some people say, I should say, that the small press creators don't have the chops to make it in the crowdfunded world. I disagree significantly. I think that these 3 folks have proven that they can do a classic hero story as well as any of the other folks making crowdfunded comics right now. I'm really proud to be associated with them in their community of creators, even if I may or may not approach their skill levels. This is a good book, and I'll try to put information about how to get Dex Corrigan issues 1 through 3. I won't lie, I liked 1 and 2 a little better than 3, but this was just a fast wrap up. I think there was more to do, but it's a good book nonetheless. So, Dex Corrigan, The Rise and Fall. Hope you enjoyed this review, everybody. I thank you for watching so much. It's FANzine Live, it's the crowdfunded zines, and I will catch you next time.